Fagin?
WS, it's good that you're here. Did you get my message?
Indeed.
I need your help.
What is it?
Have you heard what happened at Vienna Station?
No.
There was an attack. Bloody and brazen. Several dead. All of them civilians, it seems. A new group of fanatics have taken credit for the assassination. They call themselves Lechites. The Russians have put Zhukov himself on the case. I want to write about it. The truth. But I need help.
I've never written an article. How can I help?
I'll handle the writing. You focus on finding these Lechites. I want to eliminate the possibility of this being a Russian provocation. I'll interview them. What do you make of this?
I wouldn't be so sure the censors would allow you to print something like this.
I don't write exclusively for state-run newspapers. Have you ever heard anything about Lechites?
I haven't. I only know the character from the book by Sienkiewicz. It's nothing special.
This is my pseudonym for a certain underground publication. I'll admit that I am rather well known in patriotic circles as Lechites.
Congratulations.
Keep asking.
That's enough for me to start with.
So you agree?
Yes. Maybe I'll reach out to Uncle.
Good idea, because you need a pass to access the attack site. They won't just let anyone in. No offense. Do you ever see Wanda?
Perhaps I should speak to her.
Wonderful. Fine. And when you happen to stumble across a Lechite, don't forget to call me. It's a Śródmieście number, 3490. I'm also leaving you their manifesto. I just want to talk to them and write an honest article about them, in Polish.
Might I take a moment of your time? Detective Zhukov, right?
I'm not an idiot.
I didn't call you an idiot.
I'm trying to stay ahead of the facts. I want to save us both time, which is why I decided to warn you. I'm listening.
I think I could...
Help with finding the attackers? I know. Yes, for the love of God. Just don't ask me how I figured it out. I requested a thaumaturge myself, but it will be at least a week before he arrives in Warsaw.
So, you're stuck with me.
Let's get to the point then. I trust you will share your knowledge with me. When you manage to locate the Lechites, be so kind as to come back to me.
Of course.
Please tell me, why does this matter concern you?
I want the culprits to receive just punishment.
And do you realize that the concept of justice is uniquely human, typically not present in nature? Is there anything else?
Have you learned the identities of the victims from Vienna Station?
The station is virtually impossible to examine during such a short period of time. At least for Warsaw investigators anyway. And it looks like all the victims were random people. Perhaps some things will clear up once we're allowed to talk to the injured witnesses. I'm waiting for a call regarding this matter.
So, there are survivors.
I've already said too much.
Seeing as we're working together, perhaps you'd like to make things easier for me and be so kind as to issue me some sort of a pass?
Nonsense. I would never sign such a thing. I told you, I'm not an idiot. Our cooperation is extremely unofficial. You were never here, and I never gave you any answers.
Meeting you was a most interesting experience.
Let's do this again when you find the Lechites.
May I have a moment of your time, Uncle?
Your timing couldn't be worse. I'm swamped with work. This attack at the railway station has the highest priority now.
That's what I've come to talk to you about.
First of all, keep your voice down. Secondly, I won't tell you anything because I'm not allowed to say anything. And third, are you involved with this in any way?
I thought I could help. As a thaumaturge.
Unfortunately, I'm not able to help you, dear boy. The only thing I can offer you is a tour of my office. Just like when you were little, remember?
I have no idea what you're...
Then shut up and listen. Want us to make you a commemorative pass as part of the tour?
I can't refuse my uncle.
God must have abandoned me. I'm in a hurry, lad. I'd rather you not be here when I return.
Have you met your doctor yet? He's one of a kind. What's new?
What do you know about the Lechites, the new stars of the revolution?
You're asking me because you thought that was your best bet?
I don't know much about your struggle. I came to ask experts.
Don't be so smart.
What do you think about their manifesto?
They only did it for recognition. Pathetic, amateurish methods of getting attention. I despise them all. But maybe you can help the lady. Do you know where to find them?
Sadly, no. I'm trying to figure it out.
Just don't forget to come and tell me. I'll gladly sort them out myself.
I'll be off now.
Too bad. Stay out of trouble, wizard.
I beg your pardon. Is this the way to the platform?
Niet, no entry. Tishto, nie Swiss show what happened here.
My mind, no. What happened?
There was an attack. Dead bodies. Further niet.
Congratulations, soldier. Exemplary attitude. But I really have to look around here, so if you'll just let me.
If the judge himself issued it.
Thank you. I will report to him about your stellar performance. But if you were to ask about me, I was never here.
Конечно. Spasiba.
It smells so nice in here. Is that vanilla?
Vanilla, raisins, butter, sugar, and some more butter. You're in heaven. Can I help you?
I have a receipt for order number 149.
I can't believe my eyes. Little Wiktor? Oh my, how you've grown, and how handsome you've become. Where is that little cherub who would stand in front of the display, staring at pastries?
That gluten is still here. I can't forget your cream pie with cherries. I've been dreaming about it for 15 years.
You see, my lovely, the trick is quite simple. It's just a little butter, about 3 packs of...
Excuse me? I'm waiting for my order here?
No reason to be angry, darling. Just wait a moment. My daughter is taking the fruitcake out of the oven now. It will be hot.
With raisins and orange peel? I'll wait then.
Are you sure you're not a thaumaturge? Getting back to the receipt.
This must be Mr. Wisniewski's. Oh, what a delightful name that is. He orders eclairs every week for his wife. But last time, he didn't pick them up.
How about I deliver them? I need to talk to Mrs. Wisniewska.
You're a saint, child. They live nearby, just past the church. 1 Plebańska Street.
God, I didn't see you come in.
Excuse me, I didn't mean to startle you.
This is not the best time for a visit, Mr.
I know, please forgive me. I wanted to give you my sincerest condolences. I brought eclairs. Your husband wasn't able to pick up the order.
Thank you. Ignatza. He remembered. As always. Are you from the patisserie?
I'm here about your husband's death. I'm a thaumaturge. I can help find the perpetrators of this tragedy.
Well, I would always share these eclairs with my husband. It would be a shame for them to go to waste. Ignatza was very fond of thaumaturges. He met one during his time in the army, the Polish army. I'm not afraid to say it anymore.
Do you mind if I look around here a little?
Come in. I'll make tea. Have you learned anything? Is there anything else I can help you with?
Why was he still holding on to this four-cornered cap over 40 years after the uprising fell? One visit from the Ochrana and both of you would be doing time.
He kept it hidden. I brought it here yesterday. I also have his saber and 2 bayonets. Ignatza never stopped fighting for Poland. He corresponded with Piłsudski. These plans have fallen through already.
Were both of you believers?
Ignatza more than me. After what happened, I don't know.
His last thought remained where he had died. I managed to read it.
Tell me, please. I'm sure it was about putting Poland back on the map of Europe, right?
No. I don't know where the boat he'd been thinking of was, but he mentioned a summer afternoon by a peaceful lake and a wreath of marigolds.
God.
And she was there. Beautiful, magnificent, the only one.
Thank you.
If it's not too painful, I'd like you to tell me some things about your husband.
Well, we met right after the fall of the January uprising. Ignatza was hiding on my parents' estate near Warsaw. He was supposed to escape to America, but he changed his mind. And now, well,
thank you. I'll let you be.
no, thank you.
Arik, you were supposed to lock the door.
Désolé, am I interrupting something?
You can yell at me later. Let's deal with him.
You're leaving behind quite a mess.
We're about to start cleaning.
Excuse me. Could I interrupt you for a moment?
I'm with a patient. What do you want?
I'm investigating the attack, and I need to ask you a few questions.
What agency are you with?
May I have a word with you?
Yes, sir.
I brought a teddy bear. Please, give it to her later.
That's nice. Although, you know...
I know that this won't bring back her mother or her eyes.
Still, thank you.
What do you think she was doing at the station?
I can surmise that she and her mother had either just arrived or were about to depart. Stefania Lipnitska. All I know is that she died in the attack.
How's the young patient doing?
She finally fell asleep and is a lot calmer now. But unfortunately, we couldn't save her eyesight. For a while after the operation, she would cry out for her mother and her teddy bear. The last thing she saw was her mother's death. What else would you like to know?
Maybe I'll return later. Hello?
What is it this time, and where are my things? Give me back my clothes already so I can get out of here. Unless you want to shove a thermometer up my ass again, let's have it then, because I'm drowsy. And morphine. I'm in pain. Are you even a doctor?
You could say I'm a doctor of souls.
Like a priest?
Is there something you wish to confess?
You're no doctor. What the fuck do you want?
I know the station is your doing, Lechite.
I don't know what you're talking about. How about that morphine then?
Well then, how are you feeling?
Sleepy. You're boring me.
I'll leave you alone, for now. I'm glad I caught you. I see you're feeling better.
Well, it seems I'm a lucky guy. What is it?
Why won't you open up to me? After all, you want to send a message to the entire world. You want everyone to hear about you, to admire you. Do you know who Kmicic is? He's eager to write about you. In Polish. For a Polish underground newspaper. About the heroes of the self-proclaimed struggle against the occupiers.
What are you on about? Do you know Kmicic personally?
Yes. He can't wait.
Is that so? Well, I might be able to tell it to some people, and some people will give you our answer.
Where and when can we meet?
Calm down, magician. We'll reach out to you.
What's new?
The Lechites.
What about them? Have you found out what den they're staying in?
They seek a meeting, but on their own terms. They said they would send a coach for me to Powiśle.
A pathetic ploy. Don't worry, I'll be there. I'll keep an eye on you.
I'll be off now.
Too bad. Stay out of trouble, wizard.
Please connect me with Fagin, the editor. Śródmieście 3490. Yes, I'll hold. Thank you.
Hello?
It's me, WS.
Have you learned anything?
They reached out to me. I'm keeping the brick, but someone should compensate me for the window pane.
I'll install it myself. My father was a glazier. Do you know where our bloodthirsty patriots are hiding?
We're supposed to meet in Powiśle near the market. They'll have a carriage waiting.
I'm on my way.
And I'll think about whether I should notify somebody else. Have you been waiting long?
I'm a journalist. I can be patient when I know I'll be rewarded for it.
I see that the carriage hasn't arrived yet.
I'm sure they're watching us. Patience. Tell me what you have for me before they get here.
I have information for you that may prove useful during the interview.
Let's start with how you convinced the Lechites to reach out.
It wasn't difficult. I tracked down the attacker. Christian Król survived the explosion of his own bomb. He was lying in Praga hospital and is fanatically devoted to the cause.
Not bad. And the culprit was right under Zhukov's nose all this time. Is there anything else?
A veteran of the January uprising was also killed by this bomb. A Polish patriot dedicated to the cause. A Catholic.
That's not bad, but let's be honest. Given his age, how long did he have left? Is that all? You're doing fine. What else?
I renewed my contact with the socialists.
Well, well. How often do you see Wanda?
They want to be as far away from the Lechites as possible, and even go so far as to treat them with hostility.
I like this dichotomy. A common goal, and yet a moral challenge. I would very much like to hear the other side's version. You're doing fine. What else?
Izabela Lipnicka, Stefania's little daughter, is at Praga hospital. She lost her eyesight due to the attack.
And you probably want to suggest that I not mention her in the article.
The little girl lost her eyesight and her mother, and now she'll be branded as a traitor's daughter. The child has nothing to do with this.
Wiktor Szulski, knight in shining armor. Unfortunately, every truth carries a price. You're doing fine. What else?
The target of the attack was Stefania Lipnicka. She ran a foundation on Nowogrodzka Street. The Lechites found out that Lipnicka was an informant. She'd handed over members of some Polish society from Vilnius to the authorities. The bomb was meant as revenge.
So, this was an attack on her. All other victims
were unlucky bystanders, yes.
Do you have any proof of Lipnicka's betrayal?
I saw a congratulatory letter and a Russian medal in her office.
In that case, I can't not write about it.
This is everything I've been able to find.
Incredible. We must work together more often.
I think that's for us.
Fine. Let's not keep them waiting. Finally.
So, this is the famous Lechites, the herald of the revolution. We have a lot in common.
That remains to be seen.
And this must be Mr. Shulsky. Strange company for a socialist.
I read your manifesto. If I'm bourgeois and Lechites is a socialist, what are you?
Patriots. Real ones. You will be the first to bring the testimony of the Lechites to the polls. You will be famous.
What did you want to achieve with this attack?
To sow fear in imperialistic hearts. To show what fate awaits those who betray Poland.
Is this about Stefania Lipnitska?
We want to use this interview to expose her lies, her betrayal. Let the people see her true face. She was no Pole, not a true one.
According to the Lechites, who is worthy of calling themselves a real Pole?
This notion may not be subjective, but rather abstract. Would we have a place in your Poland with Mr. Shulsky?
Mr. Shulsky is too much of a Russian, and you, Lechites, exhibit far too many Semitic traits. But we are not lunatics. We are open to those willing to assimilate.
Lipnitska's faults are not commensurate with her punishment.
Tell that to those she sent to the scaffold. I regret that we could only kill her once, while she killed many. Lipnitska's daughter will be better off in the shelter. At least now she has a chance to grow into a patriot.
And what about Ignacy Wisniewski, a veteran of the January uprising? He also died in this attack.
Mr. Wisniewski would gladly give his life for the motherland.
Agreed. Grand ideas require grand sacrifices.
From what I hear, we understand each other.
Your victims were all Poles. Doesn't that conflict with your postulations?
Please, don't twist our intentions.
What are the biggest differences between you and the socialists? Because a trusted source tells me that they have a decidedly negative view of your organization.
Socialism is our biggest difference, sir. What's going on here? This interview's over. The police!
No, we didn't come here to arrest you. This will be an execution.
I don't think you know who you're dealing with, miss.
But I know that they'll be fishing your body from the Vistula tomorrow. You'll serve as an example to others.
What took you so long?
You set us up, you son of a Ruski bitch!
grateful and all, but why didn't you bother telling me you intended to bring the socialists here?
There was no time in all this journalistic rush.
Can we speak outside? I can't stay long. The police and the military will be here soon.
What do you intend to do about those fanatics?
This particular Hydra needs to have only one of its heads cut off. The rest will either kill or betray each other, or hide in fear.
We'll see.
Miss Vonda, how about a brief comment for the press? The Polish press.
I promise to give you something to write about, Fagin.
Tell me, WS, in what words would you like to be described?
How about WS?
Who knows? Maybe it's the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I don't think so.